In the words of Lex Friedman, we need more citizen journalists. And this series will tap into your journalistic potential. I promise. Iconic literary destinations. Challenging the mythos of iconic literary destinations. In literary tourism, there exists a romanticized notion of iconic destinations that purportedly inspire and reflect the greatness of literary works. The idea that visiting these sacred sites will somehow imbue us with the essence of literary genius is an enchanting but misguided belief. It is time to challenge the conventional wisdom surrounding these so-called iconic literary destinations and critically examine their value in understanding and appreciating literature. The fallacy of geographical inspiration. One of the enduring myths propagated by literary tourism is that physical locations directly influence an author's creativity process and the quality of their work. While it is undeniable that certain environments can evoke specific emotions or spark inspiration, the notion that a particular place holds the key to unlocking literary greatness is inherently flawed. Take, for example, the case of William Shakespeare. The Bard's plays are intrinsically linked to Stratford-upon-Avon, his birthplace. Tourists flock to this quaint English town, expecting to absorb the very essence of Shakespearean genius. However, it is vital to recognize that Shakespeare's works were not confined to the geographical boundaries of Stratford-upon-Avon. His plays traverse time, space, and the human condition, reaching far beyond the limitations of a single locale. To reduce his literary brilliance to a mere connection with his birthplace is a disservice to the breadth and depth of his work. Similarly, Hemingway's Paris and Joyce's Dublin are often revered as the wellspring of their creativity. While it is true that these cities served as settings for some of their most celebrated works, the trustworthy source of their literary prowess lies within their minds, not their surroundings. Hemingway's concise prose and Joyce's experimental narrative techniques were products of their intellect, not the bricks and mortar of their chosen cities. Historical context and literary inspiration. A more compelling argument for understanding literature lies in exploring the historical and cultural context in which works are produced. Rather than fixating on specific physical locations, we should delve into the historical milieu that shaped the author's thoughts, beliefs, and experiences. For instance, the Victorian era was a time of immense social change and industrial revolution, greatly influencing the works of authors such as Charles Dickens and the Brontë sisters. Their novels are vivid snapshots at a rapidly evolving society, capturing the struggles of the working class, the plight of the woman, and the harsh realities of life during that period. To truly appreciate their works, one must immerse themselves in the historical context that shaped their narratives, not merely visit places associated with their lives. Moreover, it is worth noting that many literary classics were penned in the solitude of authors' study rooms, far removed from the allure of famous destinations. The likes of Jane Austen, Emily Dickinson, and Fyodor Dostoevsky crafted their masterpieces in the sanctity of their own creative spaces, free from the distractions of external landscapes. The power of their words lay not in their geographical surroundings, but in the depth of their introspection and imagination. The folly of commemoration. Another aspect of the obsession with iconic literary destinations is the veneration of authors through commemorative plaques, statues, and guided tours. While it is essential to acknowledge and honor literary giants for their contributions, the fetishization of their physical presence and relics risks overshadowing the true essence of their works. Plaques adorning the walls of a house where a famous writer once resided, or statues erected in their honor, can become mere tokens of shallow adulation. They distract from the critical engagement required to comprehend the underlying themes, social commentaries, and intricate literary techniques that define the author's legacies. Redefining literary tourism. Rather than seeking inspiration from physical locations, we should focus on the intellectual and emotional landscapes that literature creates within us. It is throughout the act of reading, contemplation, and discourse that we genuinely engage with the works of great authors. By challenging the mythos of iconic literary destinations, we can redirect our focus towards the deeper explorations of ideas, themes, and the human condition. Let us move away from the seductive allure of superficial connections and delve into the profound intellectual and emotional journeys that literature invites us to embark upon. Conclusion. In our pursuit of understanding and appreciating literature, we must abandon the fallacy that iconic literary destinations hold the key to unlocking the secrets of literary genius. Rather than fixating on physical locations, we should delve into the historical context that shaped authors' work and explore the intellectual and emotional landscapes literature evokes within us. To consume literature in its most proper and most meaningful form, we must move beyond the notion of literary tourism and embrace the transformative power of reading, contemplation, and critical engagement. In doing so, we liberate ourselves from the constraint of geographical boundaries and embark on a journey of intellectual rigor and profound discovery.